off with some retro stuff that's autumn themed. This is sort of our Halloween show. I got to be honest with everybody listening. I threw this whole thing together like today.
Well, also, we do Halloween shows all year. You know what I mean?
I mean,
every show is a Halloween show.
It's always Halloween.
That's a good point.
Yeah, that's what I would go with. Yeah.
That's a good point, but I try to like make it extra Halloween on the Halloween show, and there's only like a little bit, but we'll see what we can do.
We're hitting super spoopy mode now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, let's see. Cathedral. Oh, yeah. We can make requests on this show. There is some room if you want to make it even scarier in here. Make a evil request. You can call us 612-341-0980. What's the other way they can get a hold of us?
KFAI.org/chat. That'll get you to the Discord server.
It certainly will. So let's just do a quick introductions with everyone here. Just say your name, what you do in the band, and we'll make sure your mic's working.
All right, should I start?
Yeah.
I'm Tony. I'm the lead guitar and vocals.
Okay.
I'm Dominic. I play drums.
I'm Brad. I play rhythm guitar and I do vocals.
I'm Robert, and I play the bass.
Excellent. I heard all that. Did you guys hear all that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good. So Synopsis. How long have you guys been around? What's the little short history of the band, real quick?
So, it's a little complicated. Not really, I suppose. I met Tony and Robert here. So, after I decided to leave down in Fierno, I was like looking for a new project, something else that's heavy, because I had volcano diving going, which is a funny little comedy thing. But yeah, I kind of wanted to get around that and like go back to the death metal and stuff, and I found these guys in Stillwater, and they had a bit of a band going, and they had a really good thing, honestly, some good grooves and everything. And then after a while we put out our first EP and we changed our name to Synopsis, which was kind of an idea that I had and been kind of working on since like 2012. Just on the back burner all the time, but nothing I ever really focused on. And I just figured, why not fold the two projects together? And then we put out the Hell's Wrath EP back in 2017?
That sounds about right.
Yeah, something like that. Literally just like a CDR printed with like marker on it, like you do.
Yeah.
And recorded at
I drew them up.
copy.
I was sitting there before we had like shows, and
The files
had, like,
were
a box
good.
of discs that we would burn, and I would just sit there and scribble Sharpie, and that was our logo.
The files themselves were good. It's just the
Yeah.
production was absolute like bottom of the barrel.
It was do it yourself, basically.
Yeah, we had Will do the tracks on that from 1459, and he's also the guy who we've worked with ever since, and really
Yeah.
just somebody I always love to work with. And yeah, then we did a bunch of live shows for a while, and then Dom had a wonderful new addition to his family.
Yes,
and
sir.
had to take a little time
Congratulations.
off.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so we've been kind of simmering and stuff, working on things, and yeah, we finally now we're finally coming out with a new album.
Comes out tomorrow, right?
So it comes out on the 31st.
Oh, that's right,
So that's
the
gonna be
31st.
it's gonna be 12 a.m. on Halloween day.
Nice.
We had to be festive.
Oh yeah.
Call of the Void is the name of the album.
Yes.
Excellent. So let's just get right into it, and then we'll talk about what we hear afterwards. How about that?
All right.
This first track is called Culling the Masses from Synopsis here on Roar of the Underground.
This is Dallas from Intrinsic, and you're listening to Roar of the Underground on KFAI 90.3 FM Minneapolis.
Here on KFAI 90.3 FM Minneapolis, streaming online at kfai.org. This is where community grows, and that was just some Acid Witch. Thank you, MG, in the Discord for that recommendation. That was Acid Witch with Devil's Night Doom from their new release, Rot Among Us. Comes out on Hell's Headbangers Records.
It's technically out. Everything is here.
It's out. Came out.
Yeah, it came October 1st. Most, Acid Witch, typically their stuff comes out on Halloween, but I think they realize that people need that through the whole month of October to celebrate.
Build it up.
Yeah.
Halloween creep.
Yeah, and thank you again, Matt, for requesting that, because I felt bad not having Acid Witch in my playlist, so you've righted a wrong.
Yeah, releasing music on Halloween. Who does that?
So cliche.
Before Acid Witch, we heard from local progressive extreme metal band Intrinsic. That was Cause and Effect from their 2021 full-length event Horizon, and you can see them live Friday, November 4th at the Caboose in Minneapolis. It's Intrinsic, Isilic, Phase Meridian, and Timber River.
Oh, nice.
I'm not familiar with Timber River, but there's those other three. That's some good.
It is going to be proggy.
Yes, it's going to be a proggy night.
Before that was another new release, Anarchy, with an umlaut on the Y.
Yes.
From St. Louis, Missouri. The track was DESTROY.
The acronym DESTROY.
Yes, I don't know what it stands for. Is it in the lyrics?
Oh, I closed that window. I don't know.
From their release, Sentience, also with an umlaut, came out on Anarchotic Audio, which also has an umlaut.
That's their own label so far, yeah.
Okay, but it was good.
Yeah, that was really good. They have a 30-minute song on this album that's like, it's something about the range of human emotion or something.
Interesting.
It's like a thrash rock opera. It's pretty good. And I got to shout out Nate Landhar for messaging me about this album this week. And, got to throw the good stuff on when it comes your way. And the set started with Synopsis culling the masses from their new album, Call of the Void, which comes out everywhere on Monday, October 31st. And the dudes are hanging out in studio with us. That was a really good track. I like the death metal that you guys are making. What are some of your influences as far as the instruments that you play? Like, what bands are you trying to emulate?
I suppose I'll take that off to Tony to start with. He's got some interesting choices.
Lady Gaga.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Does she have the hard riffs that you crave?
Oh, very heavy.
Yeah.
All the breakdowns. And
Hey, have you heard her do like Moss Drawn to the Flame? That was pretty good.
I mean, I didn't want to get off on a Lady Gaga.
Tony, you really like your Darren Malakian quite a bit.
oh yeah, System of a Down.
Oh yes.
Okay.
And well, so I took a lot of my inspiration. Like I was listening to when I was one of those kids, those edgelords in high school who always wanted to listen to like the heaviest death metal, and so I was listening to I'm listening to like Cephalotropsy, dude, and I'm listening to some Disgorge, and
Yeah.
so then it was like I started to get more into like the thrashy death thrash stuff. So I started to enjoy kind of like more of like the heavy riffs, but not done just like straight up like Severed Savior, like brutal death metal stuff. So I started to really get more into like slam and stuff like that, because it was like taking the death metal aesthetic and like breaking it down into its more basic parts, where it's just like straight up caveman unga bunga stuff. And I really like that. It's a lot of fun. It's really easy to jam to. It's really fun to play, and so that's kind of like where I came from with Synopsis.
Okay.
Yeah, what is it? Bands I always like to listen to the most was Dio and some Black Sabbath, so that's like big Dio fan.
That's always good.
Then then Steel, I like me some Typo Negative, and
So you're more on the gothic side of stuff?
oh yeah, even to The Cure, a lot of people gave me a hard time for that.
He's
Okay.
our resident goth.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
He's the guy who stands in the corner and looks intimidating.
Whether I mean to or not, yeah, it just happens that way naturally.
How about you, Dom? What are your
So it's
influences?
weird. Prior to Synopsis, I came from a punk band and an alternative rock band. So
Yeah.
this was a very new genre for me. So I can admit that I kind of winged it with
Yeah.
this, but it was fun to write and create with it. But I listened to like a lot of Slipknot, all the way from like 21 Pilots. So it's like all different genres and kind of, Blink-182 as well. So
Okay.
a little bit of everything and just kind of find my place where I need to be in the music.
Nice.
Honestly, working with Dom was really awesome too, because I don't think I've ever, maybe one other drummer that I can just like send a file to, and like within a day it's like, oh, I got something, and it's like a full drum track. And that just blew my mind. Like you picked up so quickly. Like he came into the band in kind of a pinch. We were having kind of a crisis when we were first starting with Synopsis. We were kind of going through different drummers, different fill-ins here and there. And then it was like we had to play the show, and we had like 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 weeks to
Get it
learn this
down.
like half-hour, 35-minute set. And Dom knew none of it going into it. And then
Yeah.
within 2 weeks, we're playing at the garage and like playing to a decently big show.
Mm-hmm.
And he carried that. He carried that show.
Appreciate it.
That's great.
Like I was never the kind like a lot of people can when we're jamming just create stuff, but I'm one I take it home and really listen. All right, what goes here, what goes there. So
Nice.
I
Well,
like
yeah,
to
with
structure it.
Yeah, with that, I remember we were going to ask you to be part of the band, and then you were going to ask us at the same time, so it was kind of it
all just clicked.
came
Sort of
together
fell
naturally.
in
It was
place.
great.
Yeah.
That's adorable.
Oh yeah, it was.
It's truly a great romance story. Just straight up bromance.
Caveman play together, Brad.
Mm-hmm.
Caveman play together.
So we're gonna play the title track next, "Call of the Void." Is there anything special you want to let the listeners know about this song?
It's my favorite one.
Yeah,
It's an angry song.
it's a little angry.
Just a little
Honestly, this one. So like this one is like our first track, because for one, it's one of our new songs. This one we didn't have. We did like a live video of it at Wasco's. I want to say like 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But